Hey, what's up? We're talking about some more tips on Neil Young style needling the damage done. Strumming. And just some reminders here for my friend Mike. So come on into the right hand so we can see all this, and I might move the guitar around so you can see different things. Is that a good way to start thinking about this is like from my 80s palm muting video from the other day, where you're going to actually have the palm, the hand supinated, if you will, and also extended in a lot of this. You're going to see exactly this motion. So it's kind of an interesting complex motion because we're both rotating and supinating the arm on the way down and pronating it on the way up, meaning rotating it palm up on the way down and rotating it palm up, palm down on the way up on the way down on the way up. And then on the way down, we're also extending the wrist, so away from the palm side. And you can see my elbow moves a little bit when I do this, because I'm getting this vertical lift here. So one thing I always tell people is just to think about it like you're kind of like karate chopping the bridge there. Not too hard, but and then just start by, I'm holding a D chord. Just start by trying to get a good, like, kind of chunky downstroke, hi-ya, hi-ya, and you'll notice that it's like the bridge, the palm side of my hand is going to come down, and the extension almost happens in a reaction to that. So, and then on the way up, I rotate back and give in to the top string. Just work on that. You want to be able to do it without looking. And that's part of the function of actually using the bridge and the ends of the strings as a little bit of means for increasing your knowledge of where your hand is to the strings. Is you're constantly coming in contact with it. And so just work on that and trying to get a nice chunky down strum and a softer up strum, because you don't want that treble notes being too pokey. And that's why I'm rotating this way, supination, pronation. By pronating on the way up, like that, it turns the pick so that it can kind of brush the strings on the way up. I'll show you this angle too. And then what you want to do, so you work on that a bunch, and you can just do it somewhat passively. Staring out the window at your bird feeder, perhaps, or those nosy neighbors. And get really good at being able to hit a nice gentle up strum through the first string. And then see if you can avoid the first string and locate the B string. And you'll miss it a lot at first, and don't worry about it, because every time if you hit the wrong string, if you hit too many strings, it's information. If you're trying to target the B string and you hit the E string, you'll hear it. And you go, oh, I went too far with my extension of my wrist there. I went too far this way. So, and by having that little bit of contact with the strings there, it helps you know, gives your hand a little bit more information about where the strings are. And then, so you start by playing all the strings on the way up, or a few treble strings, and then avoiding the first string. Try to get consistent with that, and then try to get consistent with avoiding the first two strings. Like so. And then try alternating. Keep in mind, don't look. Just try to get it by sound. Because the more you look, the more you're going to have to look. And you should really be able to get all the information you need by the sound and the feel of it. So alternate. Coming up through the first string and coming up through the second string, or avoiding the first string. And then alternating between coming up through the second string and coming up through the third string. And this is all just a preparatory exercise, or a set of preparatory exercises to work on needle and the damage done, of which there are a couple of videos on the channel. Okay, enjoy.